Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for attending. This is an awesome turnout. I feel a little bit like Taylor Swift up here or something. So many of you guys in the crowd today. And honestly, we are just really excited to be able to present to you today the wonders of our Scantastic Mobile WMS solution. My name is Ed Willoughby, and I'm the head of US sales for Tasklet Factory. Alongside me today, I have my ever so trusty sidekick, CEO, founder, Peter Liss. Peter, I can call you sidekick, right?
Call me anything, Ed.
Okay. Well, today, and some of you guys are probably more familiar with us than others, but last year we had this great video introduction where we took you behind the scenes, showed you our HQ, and everything was perfect. Today, we wanted to start with something maybe a little bit different. Maybe some of you guys who are used to demoing and doing video presentations and stuff like that will find this relatable. Cue the tape. I'm just forgetting everything I can say. You've done a demo before. Be cool. Maybe today you're experiencing some problems in the warehouse. Something like inefficiency. Jesus Christ. Or maybe something else. Inventory accuracy. I don't know why that's like the one I keep forgetting. And I think I included inventory accuracy. There's gonna remind the out of me. Of labor. This is annoying as by the way. It's my nature. Oh, let's go again. Come on. I need a beer after this. Is that fridge open?
Outro, take 7, action.
Well, that was certainly embarrassing. I've got to talk to my marketing team about convincing me to do some of this stuff. But now you guys have seen my greatest hits, and I guess, for those of you interested, I did do it another 47 times. That video has been edited down to 1 minute, and I did it in a blaze of glory. So
don't worry, this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He's just not very good at presenting, so, but I'm sure it's gonna go fine today, Ed.
Yeah, thank you for that, Peter. I appreciate it. Yeah, we are. Let's get into it today, shall we? So today, here's the agenda for today. Quick introduction to Tasklet. Some of you guys might not be familiar with who we are. We're going to go straight over to Peter to talk about our new license plating feature, report print, as well as our mobile WMS trial for BC Cloud, which some of you guys might be familiar with today. Back to Peter for winning together with partners, and then over to a couple of my pals here to get some updates on the roadmap and Tasklet University certifications. Let's get this started. So, right from the very top, who is Tasklet? So, very, very simply put, we are the most user-friendly barcode scanning solution on the market today. It was started by this guy over here in 2008, and there's a lot of focus on our application on the end user, right? The user experience, and that's really what we kind of pride ourselves in. For those of you I'm sure everyone here is used to doing technology projects. I was looking around on Copilot, trying to find some data today about failure rates, and somewhere in the 68 to kind of 75% of technology projects fail out the gate. And one of the most significant reasons for those failures is end user adoption. And that is why our focus is so strong. It seems like a simple idea, but when done correctly, we believe it can be really, really powerful. We're up to about 1,700 plus customers around the world with 450 partners across 40 countries. And genuinely, we have a lot of people in this room to thank for that. We couldn't do it without you. And before we kind of move on to some of the new fun, exciting stuff that Peter's going to show us, I just wanted to kind of introduce our US office. You know, last year we kind of introduced our sort of behind the scenes org office, and yeah, as for some reason they asked me to come back here today and present to you. I'm not quite sure why after the video, but I thought it made sense to kind of give you guys a little bit of an introduction to our US office and our One Tasklet initiative. And this is something we're actually really, really proud of. We put a lot of work into, and essentially what this is our effort, not just internally, but also with your guys' customers out there as well, to operate our company in the same fashion, with the same care and attention to our customers all around the world. So it doesn't matter if our Danish colleagues, which I'm sure you guys might be familiar with working with Danes, like to clock out for happy hour at 3 o'clock on a Friday, or maybe enjoy one of their seemingly never-ending vacations in the summer. Don't worry, the US office, my team here, all the happy people with the smiles, will be here to support you guys. And now, over to Peter.
Thank you, Ed. Thank you for the clicker. Yeah, last year we also did our demo. We did it, we recorded it back at HQ because we had a lot of, we needed to show some advanced warehousing setup. But watching this guy crash and burn on videos, I said, I want to be courageous as well. So let's do a live demo. There's no point in doing videos. We're gonna do a little bit of a live demo. I'm sure the guys in the back can see what I'm doing up here. But remember, there's a screen over to your left if you can't see everything that's happening down here. Just want to set the scene for what I'm going to be presenting today. So we're going to present our new license plate feature. We're going to show how it can simplify the receiving and the put away process, and even moving stuff around inside the warehouse. But instead of talking too much about it, let's get into it. Let's see that demo. Can you switch the screen for me, Ed?
Of course.
So here's our trusted Mobile control. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong device.
I knew that. I was testing it.
Yeah, thank you. That's I thought it was frozen. Come on. Okay.
Just trying to panic you,
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a nice little panic?
I'll remember that. Okay, so here on the main menu, you of course see all the great functionality that we have. I'm just gonna say, if anyone doesn't know us in here, our Mobile WMS solution supports all the great warehousing features that BC has to offer. So there's a long list of features here. I'm gonna focus on the receive process. So let's just go in here. And if you just imagine that these items here on the left, down on the floor, have arrived in my warehouse and I need to start receiving them. Of course, I'll find the right order to work on by just scanning one of the items received. And now we get into this, to the user interface where you see what we're supposed to receive. So there's the world famous Tasklet socks. We got some Tasklet water bottles, some of the coffee we drink, and some robotic lawnmowers. And I'm not going to do the full receive demo. I'm going to show you something new because included in the latest version, this was just released last week, we have the ability to scan these license plate barcodes. And they are special barcodes. So when I scan one of them, some of you can see that in the top of the screen it says active LP, active license plate. So that means everything you do from now on, the items are going to be associated with that, with that license plate, and that can be used in the put away process afterwards. So it's just I'm scanning this active license plate. I'm gonna put this one down here on the pallet. Let's see if we can get that done. I'm gonna put that here. And I'll have some other ones. Actually, in this case, I want to build 2 license plates in my receive process. So a license plate is typically a pallet, but it can also be a box. So let's put one down here. And let's just start the receive process. So the license plates are, of course, you get the most out of them if you have items with item tracking. So I'm going to start with the ones that have serial numbers on them. These are our robotic lawnmowers. So I'm gonna scan one of them. You can see it incremented by 1, 2, 3. And then, yeah, there's a little bit of physical thing to do here. So I'm gonna move the stuff over to the license plate. That's brilliant. All right. And of course, I think one of the great things about this license plate feature is that the user actually can decide if it makes sense to use license plates or not. So you can also do it the old school way and just receive the items. But if you know that these items are going to be moved together afterwards, you can create a license plate. I'm going to show you how to switch. So I'm going to scan the other license plate. The active one updates. So when I scan my coffee, scan 1, 2, and 3. Put them in here. So they are now associated with that license plate. And I'm just going to switch back to the original one and scan the rest of the items. So that's the socks, got the water bottles, and as always, when all lines are handled, it's going to ask me to say, do you want to post it? And of course I do. Put in a delivery note. And yeah, of course I'll put this stuff up here as well. I'm really sorry you guys in the back can't see all the hard work I'm putting in up here. But now I've created these license plates, and the cool thing is that from now on, when I need to do my put away, if I go back out here, if you go into the normal put away, you can still do that, but you can see we have marked some of them. That's because they are related to a license plate. So instead of going in here, scanning all the items again to do the put away, we can go to the main menu, scroll down to our put away license plate. And here we see all the license plates that are now, in this case, associated with the white location that's in the in the receiving area there. That's fine. And to move them, scan the license plate, and then I just need to put in where am I placing it. So I couldn't bring a shelf here, so I got the bin codes here. It says put it in 106. Let's do that. That was the put away process, and I can do the same. This one, and put it in this one. Super simple. And of course, I have 3 serial numbers here. Maybe I could scan them in the put away process. But if you have 100, 500, you can do the math and see how much time it will save you. But it's super simple, and we actually only did a few extra scans in the receive process, so it's not really that much more work. And now we have these great license plates. We've added some other functionality as well, because typically when you create a license plate, you put stuff in a box, you close it, you can't really see what's inside. So we have a function called license plate. And when you scan it, you can see, you get kind of a sneak preview of what's inside it. You can see where it is, but you can also go in and click on content, and then you can see the actual content of it. If you want to move items between license plates, there's tools for that as well. We've kind of taken our unplanned move function and create a new one called unplanned advanced that will do everything where you can move between license plates or bins. It'll figure it out depending on what you scan. And this is where it's great that we have these special license plate barcodes, so the system knows this is a license plate and it can use that information. What else can I show you? We have some super simple functionality in here where you can edit a license plate. And up until now, we've just decided to add a comment in here, and maybe you can put in something like this is served for Peter. So again, this is just, instead of having to put on a post-it note on the or write something on the license plate, anyone with a mobile device can go in look up and kind of see that comment there. It's not really a feature. It's just something that we're interested to see what this can be used for, and maybe we'll extend upon this in the future. Yeah. I also want to show you, if we want to move between bins, again, no surprise, it's going to be super simple. So if I want to take this license plate and say I want to do the unplanned move, I'll just scan the bin where I'm placing it now. So it's already in 103, I'm going to put it in 100. Now you can see some of you can see that the bin has been updated. But again, if you build the license plates correctly, moving them around is going to be super easy going forward. Typically we see this as solving the receive process, the put away, and moving stuff around. When you get to picking, we haven't really gotten to the point where we do something smart with the license plates afterwards. And this is where we really would love the feedback from you guys. Go in and try out this stuff, see what it can do, and then help us prioritize on what is the next most important feature. Our product manager Anders will be up here to tell you about our roadmap, but we really want to do it based on feedback from you, so we get the most important stuff in there first. Yeah. And if we want to, for example, when we move this box to the picking bins, maybe we're just going to open it up, put it on the shelf. You can delete the license plate again. And that pretty much just means that we empty it out on the bin that it's associated with. Again, it's super simple functionality. It's pretty easy to use, but we feel it adds a lot of value, and I'm super happy that we've released this. Did I miss anything, Ed?
I don't think so. I just want to put weights in the boxes next time. Get you really,
oh yeah,
really working hard in between things, but.
Cool.
I think it's pretty. License plating is a little bit of a buzzword out there right now, right? It can be quite a complicated process, but hopefully you guys kind of saw how simple we've kind of made it here.
Yeah. So we saw the receive and put away, and of course the movement of these license plates between bins afterwards. That's what we have at the moment. Yeah. Printing. This is really not news. This is just really to kind of check to see if our partners if they listen to what we release and stuff like that. But printing is going to be more important when you use license plating, because you need to print those special labels. And you can either print them when you need one, or just carry some pre-printed ones in your pocket. Every warehouse employee could have it, so he can just stick it on if he needs it. But printing is going to be important. And we've at Tasklet we have two versions of printing. I just want to see how many that knows our cloud printing solution. If you know our cloud printing, please raise your hand. All the way up there. Don't be shy. Come on. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Keep it up there. Let's get some exercise. The cloud printing solution is the one that allows you to print directly from a mobile device to a Zebra printer, just using Bluetooth or the network connection. It was something we had to introduce when BC moved to the cloud and printing became a little bit difficult. It's not the perfect solution. Keep your hands up, and I just want to know who knows our report print functionality. So you need both hands up if you do that. I can see, so we have a lot of people not knowing our solution here. That's okay. Is there anyone who knows the difference between them? If you do that, both hands up and stand up.
Jumping jacks as well, maybe.
That's fun. We got one in the back. I think we need to get you down here and sign a contract with HR. We need this guy on our team. No, I'm just kidding, of course. I just want to explain the difference between the two printing solutions. So the new one is called Report Print. It's for everyone using BC20 and up. This is the product we want you to push, because the limitations that were in Cloud Print, like you could only print on Zebra printers, this is now gone. You can print on any printer, both label printers, Zebra, Honeywell, whatever, but also laser printers. And So you can print on any printer. This technology is based on BC reports. CloudPrint was based on a proprietary system with its own designer, and something you had to learn something new. Now we're back in BC. It's just reports. We created the label designs, and now you can go in and change them or create new ones, or even print out just normal BC reports from the mobile device. So that's a lot easier to work with, especially the design process. It's cheaper. Before you had to buy a license for every printer. Now it's free. You spend that money on mobile devices instead, getting more devices out there. We've removed that licensing fee because there was some extra cost related with that other system. That is now gone. We're back in BC. We're happy. We're gonna take out the cost. You only need to pay for the underlying maybe print node connection or universal print, but this is something like $9 a month for a lot of prints, and it's very cheap compared to
it's peanuts.
So CloudPrint is not going away because it's still relevant for customers on-prem. That haven't reached BC20 yet. And BC20, that's where Microsoft introduced the possibility to print barcodes, print GS1 barcodes directly in the BC reports. And our BC team saw that we had the possibility to come back to a simpler world instead of having this external tool to design labels. I hope that was clear. Use report. All right. If you have...
you might have to click a slide for me there. Thank you.
All right. A free demo.
Yeah, so now if you know about this stand on one, no, I'm not going to do that to you guys. I won't put you guys through that. And this could be a little bit of a reintroduction as well. Some of you may be familiar with the free trial that we have out there for BC Cloud. Really, all I wanted to kind of mention about this today, we're really super excited about this. This is something that we've heard your guys' feedback out there in the market, and hopefully this could kind of end up being maybe your best salesperson out there with those customers, rather than having to listen to someone like me tell you, the user experience is great and this and that. Just give this to your customers on BC Cloud and really let them feel the value, the purpose, and the logic of our application. Downloadable directly from the app source. We actually have one for FOAX and Business Central as well. If you guys scan the code in the top right hand corner, it's going to take you guys to a page on our website where you guys can have a look at more information. And it really is easy to set up. I won't go into it today, but it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. The only things that you have to think about is you do have to have a sandbox environment, and you do have to have approved hardware from Tasklet. So this is a really, really great application, or release I should say, so that those customers looking to try something out, maybe don't want to kind of have any kind of entry costs, right, to giving things try out on the floor. Give them this, let them feel the real power and the value of Tasklet Mobile WMS. And now, back to Peter.
Oh, thank you.
Doing lots of walking here.
Yeah, it's good for good exercise. So, up here it says Tasklet is about winning together, and this is actually part of our company strategy. Personally, I've felt the power of winning together because when I started Tasklet Factory back in 2008, and just one person or maybe a handful of people at some point, we connected with this great Dynamics Nav community, it was, as it was called back then, but this great community around this ERP system that really allowed us to do projects that we couldn't do just a very small company out of a basement in Denmark. Very early on, we actually got customers in Australia, in the US, and even in France we got customers, but this was really not possible without the help of this partner network. And I just want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for being on this journey with us from one-man company to plus 60 employees now. It's been a great journey, and thank you for that. I really mean it. When I look at the Business Central community today, and kind of what we have to work with today. It's very different from back then. And I see three things that really have the potential for us to deliver a lot more solutions together, do it quicker, do it easier. The first thing is the extension technology that allows us to create a great product that can be extended without you guys having to go in and mess with the code inside the core of it. That technology is just great for developing solutions that we can deploy and keep upgrading. So that's a key thing. Another key thing is app source. We now have the ability to deploy to any customer in the world. They can go into app source, find our solution and install it, and maybe even pay for it at one point. But we have this great app source technology that really helps us to get our software out there. And the third thing is that the last time I checked, there was 6,132 apps in app source. And I know at least some of them are really, really great because they're based on, let's say, 10, 20 years of deep industry experience. Many of you guys have taken old nav solutions that solved real world problems and converted them into apps. And now there's a lot of great stuff in there. And this must really be the dream scenario for bars and you guys, because you never have to code again. Because with that many apps, there must be an app for everything that you're trying to build, right? I think maybe we can agree that maybe that's not the case, because it's difficult to wrap your head around all those apps and figure out what they can do, and even the companies behind them. Because when you work at least in our area, where we deliver to warehouses, and if something is not working, it's not a matter of we'll fix it the day after or the next week. We need to fix it now. So we also need to know having great support is important to us, and that means looking at the company behind it. But what we've done here at Tasklet Factory is we've kind of started a mission to kind of find other great solutions out there, and we would love to use you guys as a filter I really want you guys to come down to the booth and tell us which ISV solutions you love working with, both because they have great functionality and they have great support. We'll at least start a conversation with these guys and see if we can do some of that testing to kind of try out if our solutions work together. And I think instead of all of you testing that stuff, this is something we as ISVs should do, and we at least want to start that. We've already identified at least 3 really good ISVs that we want to work with, and you'll hopefully see the result of that in 2025. But we want to make lives simpler for you, and instead of just, this is not just theory. If you go into AppSource and search for Tasklet, of course you're going to find the world's greatest mobile scanning solution, but you'll also find additional apps in there. And especially regarding when we released our pack and ship module, we asked the Dynamics community, to partners and ISVs, to build connectors to shipping systems, because we're not shipping experts, but we had everything lined up, we have everything packaged here, we know what's on the pallets, and we wanted the end customer to kind of be able to say, I'm done, I've packaged this order, and the next thing we wanted to come out was shipping labels. We can do this through these connectors, and this has been a really powerful kind of synergy between us and other ISVs in this shipping industry. How am I doing on time, Ed?
I think you're doing okay.
You don't look worried. So on these two, shipping is one, and because we have customers all over the globe, we can't just pick one. We needed to have an open framework and connect to multiple shipping solutions. But go in and check these out if you have shipping needs. On the right, there's other apps that have kind of looked at, that know that the Mobile WMS solution, it's not just a super simple, easy to use barcode scanning solution. It's actually a data collection platform that can be used to be extended for mobile user interfaces for other systems. It's super easy to do, to create new pages in the Mobile WMS app that will show up on the main menu together with all the other functionality. But you have something that relates to some other solution, you can easily create pages for that. And I want to invite other ISVs in here if they can kind of see if they have great backend functionality, but maybe need a good mobile front end that have a big reseller network. Come and have a chat with us and see if we can figure out something together. I think this is an important thing, and if we really need to get the power out of app stores, we need to kind of look at some apps and kind of say, yeah, we know that our solution works with these guys. And if there's a problem, we know the people behind it, so we can work together on solving problems. That's the mission.
Sounds good to me.
What's up next?
I think next is one of my friends, Lars Fisker. Please come to the stage. He's going to be talking to us a little bit about Tasklet University and our certifications.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, I brought a bag with lots of good stuff. Yeah, get Tasklet certified. That's the message for me today. You can get certified on our learning platform, Tasklet University. Hopefully some of most of you partners already with us know of the existence of this, but I want to say that to those of you who are not familiar or not partnered with us, this is all about sharing the knowledge that we have, and we have our solution is very well documented on our knowledge base, but we also have a training platform called Tasklet University, and this is where you will get trained in the most basic stuff, to learn how to use the solution. Before going into details, I need to switch some slides.
Oh,
yeah,
that would be helpful, right?
So about these certifications here, we launched them. This is brand new actually. We just recently launched this in late June, and already now we have issued over 300 certificates, and it's really amazing. So a huge thank you to our partner network for welcoming this. Sharing them on LinkedIn. It's been really amazing to see how well it's been received. So we'll keep developing this, new certifications and so on. So you can definitely see that this is something that you like. So it's all about these certifications. Just very briefly, we have two certifications right now. We have one called Tasklet Implementer. And this is where you will learn how to get the solution up and running, connect the device to Business Central, and to learn how to use the solution in different warehouse setups, different scenarios, different features. It's just to get the basics, to get the solution up and running and learn how to use it. Then we have the development certificate. As Peter also showed you earlier, you can do a lot of things with our standard solution. But I guess working with customers, sometimes standard's not enough. You have to do something, tweak the solution a little bit. And we have two courses there, the basic customizations. You can do a lot of stuff in Business Central without changing the mobile device. But sometimes that's not enough. Then we have the advanced course, where we'll show you how to create a new feature on the mobile device. Also show you that our knowledge base, we have code examples you can copy and paste into your extension project. So you'll learn how to create new features and add different things to our existing solution. Yes? So what's in the bag? Yes, almost forgot.
You need help?
Yeah, it's okay. Come to our booth later. We have these brand new special design stickers you can stick on the laptops, on your colleagues, everywhere. Great. We also have, what's more here, we have these Rubik's Cubes. Come to our booth and have a talk with us about our learning solutions, how you'll get to know us, and also there's a QR code and it looks great on every desk in every office. Right. Okay. That's it for me. Scan the QR code if not, but hope to see you on the booth. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Lars. Appreciate it. And yeah, as Lars has mentioned, come by the booth, find out more about everything we've spoken today. All right, we've got lots of different concepts and things we're talking about. But now, We have Arnes, our product manager, aka the roadmap guy.
Yep, and I just want to add that I think we need a course to learn how to solve this. This is hard, I tell you. But even though, nice gadget. I'd like to tell you, you've seen a little of what we have on the shelf already today, and I hope you liked it, because some of the stuff we're going to do in the future and we're actually working on right now reflects on this, because it's in the same direction. Peter already gave you a demo to our license plate, and I can tell you we're not finished with that. We're still developing on that. But anyway, I just want to add, in terms of a roadmap, you guys know we can't sit in a lab and think up of a roadmap just by watching the internet. It's based on your guys' knowledge, so please come by. And if you haven't noticed already, we're 22, 23 people around here. There are developers. We have e-learning, we have salespeople, we have marketing. We have some guys that know how to kick ass in US. Everyone's here, so come talk to us. All right. Yeah, I won't go into detail on this, but we just released, and obviously it's something that we are very excited about and working with right now. But looking besides that, what we are working on, as Peter mentioned, we have the beginning, it's right here, but we need more support using the license plate. So what we're looking at right now is actually doing transfer orders. So if you have more locations, or if the customer has more locations, you'll be able to build a license plate using our pack and ship module, and actually receive them by just scanning the license plate at another location. Very effective when done right, as you said. Another thing is count. So if you build a license plate, you sealed it, it's in a box, someone has actually vouched for it. It's okay, you know what the content is. Just scan the license plate and do the count. If it looks broken, maybe you want to break it and count what's inside. But we want to add support for that, Pack and ship, assembly to order. That's something, that's not license plating, but another thing. But we've gotten a lot of people. That's a good example of when you guys reach out to us and ask, couldn't we do something about this? And we're listening. So now we decided to find a solution to do that. This is what we are working on right now, and which we are quite certain we will deliver. In terms of what's coming next, again, in the license plate content, we have a license plate of just quantity. It's all about getting license plate integrated into the already standard functions, so it works together. And also license plate pick that Peter mentioned. So you'll be able to pick license plate or from license plate. This is something we're preparing to work on. So there's some analysis being done, so we're not certain exactly how to do it. And things can change, but this is at least what we are preparing to move up and develop on when the other stuff is ready. Also license plate production output. Actually in production area, it could be used for several purposes, but one is output, building license plate with finished product goods. So that's what we're preparing for. And on the later part, and I gotta say, this is with some uncertainty, and this is really where we really want your feedback as well. We're looking at item and resource consumption on projects. Something we've heard you guys mention quite a lot. Also, on a more creative note, but even though it can be done, weighing stuff and having the weight automatically transferred within the pack and ship process is also something. We know that there are tools out there that can help us do that. That's something we could look at. And last but not least, we're also looking at user-friendly app configuration. That's enabling you guys to make easy customizations. You might say no code, low code. But that's in the plan. So, but yeah, come talk to us. That's it for me. All summed up. Thank you.
Thank you, Arnes. That was awesome. Appreciate it. Yeah, and I know we've said this a few times here today, but come by the booth, please. Give us feedback on this stuff. That's how we make it better. That's how we make it relevant for you guys and for your customers, right? Before we maybe pick a winner, maybe we should open it up to Q&A.
Yeah, we got 3 minutes.
See if we have any questions
We
out
have
there.
Lars running with the microphone. If someone has a question, we'll try to answer.
Yeah, so if anyone has a question, please let us know. If you don't want to ask it in front of a room of 400 people, come and find us at a booth like today. You got one.
Hello, thank you very much for the presentation. Is there, I lost the words. Are you planning to integrate the new functionality of packaging of Business Central with license plate functionality in the future?
So, are you talking about that, what's it called, package style?
Tracking, yeah.
Yeah, but that third thing, your serial numbers, lot numbers, and then package.
Yes.
Yeah, it's already, we support it already, but we haven't seen anyone use it for packaging. It's been used for all sorts of other things, but it is supported by our solution. Personally, I don't like it, but don't get me started on that. But it is supported. You know, my job is to say no, but my BC team, they listen anyway and they do stuff when enough people ask for it. Yeah,
You
it
just
is
kind of have
supported.
to tell him a few times, that's all it is.
Yeah.
That's why we want the feedback. Thank you for the question. Is there any other questions there? Let's make Lars do some running around.
Hi, thank you again for the presentation. I'm sure you'll probably hear that multiple times. But does it work with cross-references, item cross-references, and also does it work with directed pick and put away?
With the license plating or just in general?
Both, that was.
Okay, well, we support the item cross-references. That's how we associate the barcodes with the items, and we support all the tick marks you can set on the location card in Business Central, going from the setting no one without bins or any of the warehouse documents up to the fully advanced one with the warehouse putaways and receipts, shipments, and picks. Everything is supported. It's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in BC, we work with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another one at the back there. Go on, Lars. You can do it.
I think that's going to be the last question. We need to
Okay.
be done by, I guess it's lunch next.
Yeah, we think it's the last question. I have 3. The first question, if you marry the items with a license plate, is it possible to add several information like date codes and block numbers and so on? And do you support variants? And third question, in case of picking, are there any suggestions like first in, first out, last in, first out, or is it just a scanning solution and there's no business logic behind?
Well, to answer the last question first, the first in, first out, that's something that's Business Central functionality. So it has that first expire, first out thing you can set. We support that if you capture all the information on the item tracking, if you capture the expiration dates and lot numbers and all of that, then that's supported in Business Central.
So all the logic lives within Business Central.
Yeah, we try not to invent too much. We wanted Microsoft to add this license plate functionality, but that didn't happen. So we got package type, and now we did license plate on our own. But otherwise, when you think about what our solution can do, it's everything you do in Business Central and a little bit more, but not too much. That's really our core concept: is staying true to what's in there and keeping it simple. I think, before drawing the winner, I think the general theme of what we've presented is we want to make things as simple as they can for you guys, because you've got enough stuff to worry about, all this AI stuff and a million things you need to worry about. We're going to simplify things for you, and that's again one of our company strategies, to keep things simple. So I hope you've seen this in this presentation.
Yeah, and I can't remember the first question you asked, but if you come by the booth, I'll answer it in a little bit here. Time to pick a winner?
Yeah.
All right.
I
Back
hope
to
you all got a lottery ticket. Go ahead.
Wow, you're my glamorous assistant.
Really,
today.
I'll
You get
do
to choose
it.
your friend. Let's see.
Find just one. So we got a blue ticket. C. Is it? That's 11, right?
Looks like an 11 to me.
C11.
C11. Someone.
It's down here.
Someone's either leaving or come up to the stage. Go grab your, what are we giving away today? I didn't even look at. Headphones, okay. And yeah, just wanted to say to everyone, I know we're going to lunch. Thank you so much for attending, engaging, listening.